Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode on Activision is failing the Call of Duty franchise. And this time, we're going to be talking about Black Ops 7 once again. So, in my last video, I was talking about how Black Ops 7 was getting absolutely destroyed for their horrendous campaign that they released. And I was talking about how Black Ops 7's launch is a disaster. So, for this video, I kind of want to just touch up on this subject a little bit more. I mean, the game hasn't even been out for a full week yet, and people are already done with Black Ops 7. I mean, if you go over to the Metacritic page, like, if you look at the user score for Black Ops 7, it is currently sitting at a 1.7. Let that sink in for a second. The user score is sitting at a 1.7 on Metacritic. That is absolutely pathetic for a AAA game. And as a matter of fact, if you want to talk about data a little bit more, you could even go over to like the Steam charts over on Steam, because that's where the majority of like the PC players play. I'm looking at the Steam charts on my phone right now, and as of right now, by the time of the recording of this video, the current amount of players playing the game this very moment is sitting around 59,400 players. That's not a good sign. Usually when a new Call of Duty game comes out, it usually averages like maybe like 100, 200 current players, maybe 300 if the game is an absolute banger for some people, but 59,400 players for a new Call of Duty game? That's not a good sign. That right there should be a red flag for a lot of people. Even on Metacritic, like that should also be a red flag for people. I mean, I've said this before and I'll say it again. The reviews for Black Ops 7 for not only the campaign, but like the game in general, has been awful. Like, it's been made very clear nobody is happy with this game. I mean, the campaign has been getting absolutely destroyed by the fans. The multiplayer is basically the same thing as Black Ops 6, but with more advanced movement, like wall jumping, for example. And the zombies is a hit or miss with some people because it's supposed to be like this bigger version of Transit, I guess. But if a lot of OG COD fans like myself remember, last time I checked, when Black Ops 2 first launched, Transit was one of the worst maps at that time for Call of Duty. Nobody liked Transit. And still, I don't think anybody likes Transit to this day. So, if nobody liked Transit from like way back then, what makes people think they're gonna like this newer version of Transit now? Black Ops 7 has been underperforming so badly. The physical sales over in the UK have dropped by 61%. That's not a good sign, and Activision should be pretty scared by those numbers. And I know there are going to be some Call of Duty fanboys that are going to try to come after me because they're going to get mad regardless of whatever point I bring up, because they know for a fact that Call of Duty is flopping so hard and they don't want to accept the reality of the situation. And I know they're going to probably tell me, oh, but bro, the numbers don't matter. Call of Duty is going to do great regardless. The sales numbers don't matter. Steam players don't matter. Call of Duty's still going to do great, bro. Those are just people who don't give a fuck, and they're willing to do anything for Activision, like the brain dead, mind controlled zombies they are for Activision. But normal people like myself that used to play Call of Duty and we don't really play it anymore, or we just moved on to other games that are much better than Call of Duty, we're just looking at this whole situation with Black Ops 7 and we're just pointing and laughing at this embarrassment, and we're just telling ourselves, like, what the fuck is happening to this franchise? Like, is it ever going to get to a point where it's ever going to be contending again? Is it ever going to be great again? because there are some good Call of Duty games out there. I mean, look at Call of Duty Black Ops 2. Look at games like Black Ops 3. Look at games like Modern Warfare 2. You know, the good one from like the PS3 and Xbox 360 era. Look at games like Call of Duty World at War. I mean, those were some legendary titles. Hell, even games like Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare and Modern Warfare Remastered were all phenomenal games. I mean, Call of Duty Infinite Warfare was also like a hit or miss with people, even though it was received as one of the worst Call of Duty games at that time. But Infinite Warfare had a phenomenal campaign. The multiplayer was ass though. The zombies was pretty decent from what I've heard. Usually Call of Duty games have like a saving grace where, oh, if you don't like the campaign, that's fine. You get a pretty solid multiplayer and all this content. You don't like the multiplayer, that's fine. Go over to the zombies or the Spec Ops mode and enjoy the game that way. But Black Ops 7 has like no real saving grace. I mean, I said this before and I'll say it again. Like, what are you paying $70 for? Because the campaign is the worst it's ever been in franchise history. The multiplayer is a copy and paste of Black Ops 6 with advanced movement, you know, with wall jumping. And the zombies is basically another version of Transit with its launch map. I'm assuming they're going to release more as time goes on. But the zombies is off to a rough start. So again, what the fuck is worth $70 here? Like, I still do not understand what's worth that value. I mean, Activision has been getting a lot of backlash from its player base, especially because they've been trying to use AI to help develop their games, which nobody likes. And as a matter of fact, speaking of AI, Activision has been getting so much backlash for their usage of AI. There have been rumors that possibly the United States government could possibly get involved, and they could possibly go over to Activision and tell them, hey, what the hell are you doing? You're replacing people and abusing AI. This is unacceptable. So, if this rumor is true, I would only imagine and assume that they're going to force Activision to, I guess, have either some kind of protection plan against AI or have some kind of regulation involved where they have to get approval by the artist. Like, this is okay, this is unacceptable, we'll do it ourselves. Like, I would imagine if this is true, there'd be some kind of regulation involved. But as of now, we're just gonna have to wait for more news on that front. So, not only are they dealing with poor sales, not only are they dealing with massive backlash from their fans, not only are they also dealing with possible refunds for the game, but not only are they facing potential threats from the US government to change some of their anti consumer business practices, but also, Call of Duty as a whole is facing a massive player retention crisis, and it's still getting even worse. And I know some people are going to say, oh, if you don't like Call of Duty, then don't buy it, you know? I mean, look at me, for example. I still have not bought a single Call of Duty game in the last 4 years. I still did not buy Modern Warfare 2's reboot that was given to me as a Christmas gift bundled with my PS5. I still refuse to play the game. I still refuse to buy Modern Warfare 3. I still refuse to buy Black Ops 6. And I will not be buying Black Ops 7. So this is 4 years in a row for me that I'm skipping out on Call of Duty because I just refuse to play the newer Call of Duty games. Say what you will about my no Call of Duty policy for the newer COD games, but I'm still standing my ground and I'm still defending my wallet and I'm telling Activision to go fuck themselves because Call of Duty is just not worth your time anymore. It's not worth the money anymore. Call of Duty as a franchise has become less of an actual video game and more of a digital storefront and more of a walking advertisement for Warzone. And Black Ops 7 has only proven that point even more, where they're trying to make the Warzone engine more of a baseline for Call of Duty, but yet people are starting to get sick and tired of it. This is what happens when you turn Call of Duty from a video game into a glorified shopping mall. So, with this being said, thank you everyone for watching and for listening. And until next time, I'm talking about the backlash surrounding Black Ops 7, and I will see you all later.